In 2020, LEGO Star Wars started giving us some of the best looking clone troopers we have ever seen, and unfortunately, likely will ever see, as in 2025, LEGO started producing worse than fake quality clone troopers. Here's what a 327th Star Corps trooper is supposed to look like, and has always looked like since 2005. For starters, LEGO is now using the bright light yellow color instead of regular yellow, or maybe using a dark yellow color like the 327th actually uses in the movie. They gave the 327th Trooper an incorrect amount of ammo pouches, which is made worse by the fact that LEGO has previously gotten that number correct. The horrific lack of cloth good accessories for LEGO Star Wars in particular. Any other IP would get a cloth accessory. Star Wars figure, they're just going to put it on one side for something that is supposed to go all the way around the figure. Take, for example, the custom figure on the right uses a cloth waist cape, while the official LEGO figure just has two little slits printed on the front of the figure to represent that. Additionally, the incorrect alignment of the helmet holes that LEGO has decided to go forward with. Why they couldn't lower it 2 centimeters to be in the correct position, couldn't tell you. That's just what LEGO decided, because only the best is good enough.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Today's video, I'm going to show you guys a few of the best options right now for custom LEGO Star Wars clone troopers to give you the quality you should be expecting from LEGO that they continually fail time and time again to deliver on. And disclaimer, this video is not sponsored in any way by any of these stores. None of them are aware that I am currently making this video. This video will feature parts from the following LEGO custom shops, being Brick Tactical, Jonak Toys, Grandpa Clone Customs, Cape Cantina, as well as the newest one that I found, Republic Customs, that while this video is not sponsored by them, I do have a coupon code for you guys that will be in the pinned comment down below. We're going to start off by upgrading our 4 clones that came in the $30 Clone Trooper and Droids Battle Pack from last year. We've got our Shock Trooper and our 3 regular troopers. We're going to give them some upgrades. These are various parts from Grandpa Clone Customs, Clone Army Customs, Republic Custom Store, and Jonak Toys. And with just a couple of seconds on the YouTube clock, we can convert them into 4 much better looking clone troopers. We'll start left to right. We now have a Phase 1 501st Trooper. All you needed to do was put on a new helmet and throw on some new arms, and you've got a 501st Phase 1 Trooper, which will look great alongside of a Phase 1 Captain Rex that may or may not be coming later in this video. We now have a Phase 1 clone to go alongside him. I have Phase 1 clone troopers from LEGO in the 2020 style. I've just misplaced them and don't know where they are at this time, so I just went ahead and grabbed some extra Phase 1 helmets in this style from Clone Army Customs. It is different from the official LEGO style, so you will notice they're not 100% exact. They have a little bit different proportions, and based on the fact that I have a couple of other customs from Clone Army Customs with these helmets, I decided to get some more of these. Moving to the other side of the board, we have our Phase 2 clone troopers. We now have a Phase 2 regular clone and a Shock Trooper, which were what was already in the set to begin with, but we went ahead and gave them some upgrades as well. They both now feature printed arms, which should be standard across the board with all current LEGO Star Wars figures, as well as, honestly, any LEGO figure at this point. They should have printed arms. LEGO's proved that they are able to do it, and it should be included because it adds that bit of detail that a lot of figures need, especially clone troopers. However, LEGO will only give them to a select handful of figures. And I also upgraded their helmets to the Grandpa Clone Custom helmets that do not feature helmet holes, which look fantastic. Grandpa Clone Customs, they do use a mixture of both official parts and off-brand parts for helmets. Obviously, some of the helmets they make don't actually exist in LEGO. As for other ones, it just depends on what's available and in what quantities. So you will notice that some of their figures might cost $1 or $2 more than another version of it. That is typically because one has a real helmet, which costs a little bit more, and then an off-brand helmet's going to be a little bit cheaper. So if that's something you're concerned about, make sure you read carefully in the item description, because they will state what is an official part and what is an off-brand part. Another great piece to upgrade your shock troopers with are these dual molded legs that are printed by Jonak Toys that properly represent the legs of the shock troopers, as shock troopers are supposed to have red boots that are from the knee down. Unfortunately, LEGO themselves has not done this yet with this piece that they already have. However, Jonak Toys is offering it, but it's only ever offered in small quantities, because LEGO has not made this exact combination of dual molded legs available widely. It only came in a handful of sets from my understanding, so whenever they get uploaded on Jonak Toys' website, they do tend to sell out very quickly, because there's only ever small, limited quantities, maybe 100 at a time, something like that. So if you want it, they do offer it. They're usually around $10, and they do sell out very quickly. But Jonak Toys usually will give you a heads up a day or two in advance whenever legs are going to go up, because they are a very hot commodity. So I'd recommend following their social media pages if that's something you're interested in getting a chance to pick up. I have heard rumors that these are going to come on the Shock Trooper that comes in the Shock Trooper mech set in 2026. That is unknown at this time if that's going to be official or not, and I honestly highly doubt it, but hey, anything's possible. Here are several Phase 1 clone troopers I picked up recently. They're in the 2020 style. I picked up all these figures from Jonak Toys. They are using parts from other custom manufacturers, like the helmets all came from Clone Army Customs. And then as for the cloth goods, the ones on Captain Keeley I picked up from Cape Cantina, and then the one on Fox, the one on Rex, I'm actually not sure where those came from. Those were sold with the completed figure from Jonak Toys. There is an absolute plethora of named clone troopers that you can pick up from a lot of these custom sellers. I personally like the style that Jonak Toys and Grandpa Clone Customs use, where they somewhat mimic LEGO style. They are slightly different, just so that they can be legally different and not get sued, but they look very close to what LEGO would actually do themselves, or what LEGO has already done. Now we're going to take a look at some Republic Customs figures. This is my first time actually handling these, to be honest with you guys, so we'll take a look at them together. I will say right off the bat that they do have much stronger clutch power, so you'll notice there's a little bit extra of a snap to it. And then color-wise, some of the colors are a little bit off, like the skin tone's off. The white's actually pretty close, but the blue is a different color. But between these two figures, I think it's supposed to be a different shade of blue anyways, so that's fine. But the skin tone is going to be slightly different. And then with these figures, you get all of the equipment to kind of gear them up. You get a cloth comma, a full set of printed arms for the figure. And then just to reiterate, you can kind of see the blue is different between the official LEGO blue, as well as the blue from Jonak Toys and Clone Army Customs. You'll get a molded black shoulder pauldron to go on the figure. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the 2025 molded shoulder pauldron from LEGO, as well as the off-branded one here from Republic Customs. Honestly, I like the look of the Republic Custom one more, just because it actually covers the full neck, versus the LEGO one where it only covers a quarter of it. The figure will also come with a black antenna to go into his helmet. He has helmet holes on both sides, and then to go along with the figure, he does come with a couple of accessories, including a black figure stand. You will notice that there are no LEGO logos, because this is not an official LEGO piece. It is a piece that LEGO makes themselves, but it was made by an off-brand company, as does all of the parts for the figure. None of the parts here will have a LEGO logo on them, because obviously it's not a LEGO official figure. You will also get 3 weapons with this figure, being a rifle and 2 blaster pistols, so that you can outfit your clone trooper however you want to. Here is a Brick Tactical rifle compared to the Republic Custom rifle. Brick Tactical is a little bit skinnier than the Republic Custom, it's a little bit bigger and bulkier. The normal clone trooper from Republic Customs will come with 2 helmets, as well as a carbine instead of blaster pistols. It has a Phase 1 and a Phase 2 helmet. I've got to give our clone trooper here some friends. Each of the 4 colored clones can be converted either into an ARC trooper or into their respective rank from Attack of the Clones. And in case you were curious, all of the official LEGO helmet attachments will work with the Republic Custom clone trooper helmets, so if you wanted to use the official visors or the official antennas, they will all work with these helmets and function as they normally would. Some of, but not all, some of the Republic Custom figures did come with extra hands. One other thing of note with the yellow clone officer here, he did come with 2 helmets. You'll notice there are different shades of yellow. One yellow matches more closely to the color of the arms, whereas the other matches more closely to the color of the yellow on the accessories. I also picked up some other items from Republic Custom Store. You might also notice some of the bags have like bricks printed on the bag, not all of them. The ARF Trooper here is in the Geonosis style. He does have 360-degree printing, which on this figure doesn't actually look bad. I actually kind of like it. I normally don't like 360-degree printing. You get that same head that's off-colored. He matches very nicely to the landing at Point Rain and Story Arc, where this figure comes from. Comes with the stand. This figure also comes with the 2 blaster pistols, a rifle, and an extra hand. And one of these molded shoulder pauldrons in dark orange and yellow. But you all know dang well I'm an army builder, so I can't buy just one. And I may end up buying some more of these for Geonosis MOC. If you guys are interested in picking some of them up, you have a code down below that'll give you 15% off. If you need to hear it, the code is Good Soldiers. That is one word and all capitals, and that will get you 15% off at therepubliccustomstore.com. And boy, I tell you what, if you're tired of clankers, they got democracy for you too. Republic Customs also makes some great looking Helldivers figures if you're interested in that. They do have 360-degree printing, so if that bothers you, let it bother you. This is one of the instances where I'm actually kind of okay with it, since I don't have any other Helldivers minifigures, and LEGO will likely never make them, so I'm not worried about it in this instance. But if it bothers you having 360-degree printing, just be aware of it. This figure will go along great with some ODSTs. Are you guys ready for August 26th? You know the music. Time to dance. One final figure to show off to you guys. This is the ARC Trooper Heavy Gunner from the original Clone Wars Micro Series. You will notice that this blue color does not match the Republic Customs blue color, but that's honestly okay, because this is not supposed to be a member of the 501st. There's your LEGO logo right there in case you need it. And we can't not give this ARC Trooper his proper weapon. This is the Quad Blaster. This is made by Brick Tactical. I think this was about $10 to $15 if I remember right. I actually don't remember because I bought this over a year ago, I think, at this point. But we're finally getting a proper figure to give it to. I just had it on a clone heavy gunner from the 501st Battle Pack. But now it's in its rightful home with the proper ARC Trooper Heavy Gunner. At the end of the day, whether you are a 100% LEGO purist with no room for deviations, a purist that allows custom-made figures only using official LEGO parts, someone who is open to official figures with custom upgrades to give them the extra detail that all figures should have, not just a select few. Open to custom printed figures on 100% official LEGO parts. Custom figures that use official parts and off-brand parts. Or are completely open to off-branded figures with no official LEGO parts. We can all agree here today that no one should support the worse than Temu quality 327th Star Corp Trooper.